Hello everyone and welcome to another episode here on Arbaal, episode 19. So we've come up with a good challenge so far. That's mainly because, of course, I'm trying to hold on to certain places. I could have just avoided that as well. Oh, I do find out one of the armies here, so I'm gonna go and attack that. There's gonna be a lot of auto-resolving from now on, just because of the sheer amount of fighting that I have to do. Corn is always kind of like that. Because the economy revolves around fighting, you're also in your battles are going to fight a lot. So they're kind of slightly weakened, so that's why I get such a decisive victory. So yeah, that's going to go for it. We're gonna have some fun battles, that's for sure. And especially against dwarves, there's plenty. There was already plenty of battles against dwarves, so I want to try to get some variety on that as well. So yeah, total favor. Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Cool. I gotta go against that army that is going to ravage my lands, but that's that's gotta be fine. I mean, he's gonna likely go for some other stuff. You know, trying to capture some stuff. Okay, that's nice. I get most of the stuff for my hounds. But yeah, that whenever the enemy has an army near your lands, he's likely either going to sack the settlements or raise the settlements. That's the worst part if they are valuable. But it's going to be depleting itself by the time that you reach there with an army. I was even considering using a new army to deal with that, but yeah. Okay, let's get chaos strategies. I really love my casualty replenishment rate, and just anything that can give, you know, spell resistance plus 10% is not a bad thing. Really, it's not noticeable against the dwarfs, that's for sure, but it's still quite effective. Arbaal is going to go for Kadrin, and you're going to go and conquer the Fallen King Mountain. So yeah, that should be fine. So whenever you see like, oh, there's no armies nearby, there were like 3 armies there, that's because either I eliminated them or it was such an easy battle like the one that you saw before, like 2 armies of mine versus 1 of theirs. That's really not that interesting unless it's a good fight. So I'm going to try to avoid the fights that are easy and go to the fights that aren't, you know. Over here it's becoming a bit of a problem. I have to conquer that Blizzard Peak. Yeah, there we go. It has salt. By the way, the resource salt is really good for you. Let me blood for the blood god. Yeah, blood for the blood god. Because I actually need all of these blood hosts to secure a little bit more armies, you know, to deal with the enemy like this. It's going to be difficult, but it's not going to be impossible. And I'm going to try and keep rebuilding everything just because I have the money for it. You can see that money is no longer becoming a problem, and I can just recruit troops all the time. So I've just decided here, I'll always recruit a sort of template of a chosen, maybe some Wrathmongers, maybe some Chaos Knights. Yeah, I need that local recruitment capacity, that's for sure. And he can get something on global. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And recruit rank and global duration. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah, there we go. That's 1 turn only. That's cool. And the reason for that is that I'll likely not stop getting even more and more armies from now on, just because you can support them with the amount of fighting that I'm doing. Even a couple of battles at this point are enough to replenish the income loss that I have. So yep, what better way than to just use it for more armies and armies and armies, and I can still continue building, that's for sure. Just to ensure, you know, that my armies don't have to come all the way down against an enemy. Is I'll likely be able to recruit them right at the front, so that's good. It's always nice to be able to overwhelm the AI like this. Yeah, I was thinking that Einar could go and protect, but 2 turns for these units, and without those he cannot go safely. So yeah, Scarbrand gonna do a number here on Khalida's army. That's not actually Khalida, but I mean, it's her army. Yeah. As you can see, it's a lot of this for now. Skulls for the Skull Throne or some Blood Hosts. Blood Hosts are always nice. Blood Hosts are always nice. And I gotta go to Galbaraz and see if I can do that. Yeah, no, I don't need that. Yeah, there we go. And likely I'm gonna get murder. Yep. There we go. There we go. So King Goias, my objective is to go all the way to Gronti Mignol and then come back with Scarbrand. He's actually very good at doing this because he can move really fast. Not exactly the best place for him. He's better in places like the Empire where the settlements are so close to each other. Let's get some chosen. Yeah, why not? This is in Tlaqua, right? Yeah. Let's get some production down there. Maybe that will come in handy. Oh, good words. Because actually it's going to come in handy, yeah. And what can we get? Definitely some, what, Bloodthirsters? Or do I want some, yeah, Harbingers? Yeah, I could get some Bloodthirsters. Yeah, for those. And then I'll get just another hero or leave room for another hero, maybe cultists. As soon as I'm up to Karago Ruth, the fight against Khalida is over, because the biggest problem is that I have to keep going all around her armies and leaving her with a lot of ground to cover. So that's a bit concerning to me. So as soon as I get to that point, it's much better. So for now, it's just eliminating the getting some skills up, but then is eliminating the threats of counterattacks from the enemy. It's something that I always recommend doing. Always recommend doing. Like, always solidify your advances before conquering, a place that will just draw in more conflict. Outposts, definitely. And diplomacy, do I want to check it? No. So, the ogres are advancing, and then I still haven't got a shot at that. I'm thinking on recruiting these units, but I guess it's fine. Brawler gets rug. That's a difficult one. And this is always the problem. Where do I go to attack? No, that's quite an army there. And I have to break through with this guy. That's for sure. I have to break through here. And then I have to break through the Ungrim here. So yeah. Let's see. Can I do something? Oh, I already did, actually. And this guy, yep. I'll have the reinforcements on the front very soon. Still 11k in probably, well, 13k in damages there, in income lost, which is not bad. I mean, every place that I sack gives me like 3 times that. So that's a Pyrrhic victory, but I think I'm gonna take it. Oh, that was actually quite more Pyrrhic. Yes, skulls for the Skull Throne. No. Sack the settlement. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Let me go there. So at least now I don't have a secondary place, and I have only one location to go versus Ungrim. Yep. So nice. Do I want growth? No, I want the upkeep and income. Yeah, that's for sure. Corn corruption, yeah, you see, though that corn corruption in adjacent provinces and plus some heroes and then the cults, that's how you could spread corn corruption everywhere. But I don't know if that is the most effective way. I tried just with the cults and yeah, this didn't really work out. Cults, I think, are much better for the ability to just give me instant coins and skulls. or to transport my faction leader. So it's kind of not as effective for Arbaal because he already teleports everywhere. So yep. And this time, do I skull for the Skull Throne? Yeah, definitely. Yep. So I need one for skulls for the Skull Throne, and I need one for the rest. But right now I have 77k skulls. I don't think I'm gonna need any more. So yeah, damage the walls. Do I have Mentor? I have Mentor. We have Mentor. Okay, so Karakadrin. I'm gonna have to conquer this place instead of Karakadrin. And it's looking nicely. It's looking nicely. Of course, I'm gonna fight a lot of battles to get it to be even more nicely. Scarbrand has successfully conquered that location. So yes, by the way, I skipped a few turns. I hope you're checking the turn timer. I can't tell you all the time that I skipped turns, but yeah, I skipped a few turns. Lots of battles going on, and that's why the income suddenly goes like that. I'm building the Cult Magus. I completely forgot the massive abilities that you can get with Cult Magus. So yep, that's good for us. And what do we have here? Let's go. There's a Ferric victory here, so I decided this is a good battle to go in against Magic Fester Skag. So yeah, let's fight this battle for this episode. It feels like a much better battle to see than the other ones that I've been fighting. So yeah, let's go for it. Lots of my Marauder Horsemen are going to have to do some damage. That's 5 Marauder Horsemen and just Skull Crushers. Not Skull Crushers, Skull Reapers. So just going on a flank, attacking anyone that I can. I was trying to get the artillery units as much as possible, but these guys can't successfully do a lot of damage because they're armor piercing to anyone really, and the enemy doesn't have anything to pursue them. Even the fast moving ogres are no match for these faster horses. So yeah, I can destroy this unit, and that's one less unit because it's 5 of my Marauder Horsemen, and they're gonna kill them pretty easily actually. And in the meantime, we have a nice battle on our way. I'm gonna send in the Gorbeast chariots. Don't feel afraid of sending them in. They're not gonna die that easily. No, it's not the best use of it, but you can see that it immediately crushed and knocked back a couple of those ogres. And this is even on a hill, on a steep hill. So they're gonna survive. They're quite sturdy, especially when you buff them all. I still even haven't gotten the stuff from Redline from research. So can you imagine when that happens? Yeah, it's just gonna be much better. So yep. Here come the Skull Reapers. I know that I'm gonna make mistakes with all the unit names all the time. Skull Reapers, Skull Crushers. Everything starts with blood or skulls. There we go. That was a nice kill on that ogre. From Scar, Bloodwrath. And my lord is being terrified by some Yetis. They look nice. I have some of my Norscan Marauder Berserkers here. They're likely going to be very much killed by these. These are Golfkex man-eaters, so they're quite powerful. Yeah, look at that. That unit is nearly dead. It's an ROR, so it's fine. And I managed to successfully overthrow their missile units, and now I'm going for their main missiles. But it's difficult with all these quality units to cause a mass rout. So I'm going straight for the enemy lord. And he's also coming for me. So yeah, big monster fight. Come on. Yeah, it's not going to do a lot of damage to that monster, but still, it's going to fight him a little bit, that's for sure. And overall, I'm overwhelming the enemy missiles at the back, which should cause them, yeah, there we go, 2 army losses, and that's a victory. So that was nice. I lost 1 unit, flesh hounds, so that's cool compared to the closeness that it should be. And we just got to show you a little bit of a better battle. So as you can see, I'm now at the point I can likely eliminate these guys, because this army is so interesting. It's having to push through. Let me at least make it cost less. It's having to push through and trying to break through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. So it's gonna have to break through and reach the other army, and combined with the other army and the blood host, which I'm so good. I'm so glad that I actually did that blood host. I'll be able to join in at the Black Fang, and likely from that we're gonna be fine. So yeah, let's go for it. It's a difficult fight against all of these armies, but I'm finding out a lot of fighting a lot of battles and auto-resolving a ton more. So yeah, let me see. After a few moments, we're already getting ready to attack the Falls of Doom here. Already conquered the Black Fang, and now I have the armies there defending. I got some casualties, so I'm now replenishing with anything that I can, especially anti-large stuff. Yeah, these guys suffered a little bit, but that's to be expected. And yeah, this seems fine. I have my Cult Magus. I'm gonna go for Karakate Peaks. I'm gonna deploy there. And Scarred is coming back. It's gonna get, like I said in the latest episode, High Queen Colita is here. It's about the 7th time that I'm gonna get those buildings fine. These guys from Zufmar have declared war on me, so now it's time for me to eliminate them. I don't know how the Empire has not declared war on me yet. They have 700. I mean, it has to be because of my strength ratio, because other than that, they should hate me. And they are the ones in a position to cause me the most damage if they declare. So I gotta, at least I'm trying to destroy the dwarves before they do so. And then I'll destroy Goldtooth as well. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.